welcome back yet again, my fuzzbutts. So what we're doing in this video is the back of the head and neck. What you want to do is set the head on your head base as forward as you can, or if you're making it for someone or yourself, just wear it and then cover your head in glad wrap, then tape over your head where you need to. Tape all along, following the lines, make sure you're quite accurate. It doesn't matter if you go over, but as long as you mark where those edges are, you should be good. What you want to do is kind of make a V shape down the front of your body to cover almost a little bit of the top of your chest, and then also go down mid shoulder blades with the same tape. You want to go up and over the shoulder, just where the edge of your arm starts. And then make sure that you give a bit of extra width where the neck is, just so your head can fit through and into the head. Once you finish taping, mark the edges and those parts you'll cut away. Also mark from the bottom of the ear all the way down to the top of the shoulder, and mark any other patterns or markings that your character has. Then we cut the pattern off and cut out any of the areas where it folds so that we can lay it flat. Make sure you mark all of the pieces with fur direction and colour, as well as placement if it's a complex pattern. And now we mark up the pattern. Use chalk or charcoal depending if you've got light or dark fur, just because this stuff washes away easily. Also make sure that the fur direction is going in the right way. And then when you're cutting it out, make sure you don't cut through the fur. Slide your scissors in between the fur fibers and cut just the backing. We want nice edges on this one. After you finish cutting it all out, pin it all together, sew it up with a straight stitch on a sewing machine, and then overlock with a zigzag stitch. For this final part, what you want to do is line up your neck to the bottom middle of your chin. Make sure it's the center. You don't want a skewed neck. You're probably going to have to hand stitch this entire length around. It's fine if it's just a thick blanket stitch. Make sure you're using upholstery thread for this. Anything hand stitched that's using fur should be upholstery thread, just because hand stitching isn't as strong as machine stitching. This part of the process is particularly difficult when you get right to the end. So you want to leave that area somewhere where it's not going to be seen as much, because you might have to do some blind stitching with your hand inside the head to get that last bit. If you have a really, really good sewing machine, you might be able to do it on the sewing machine. Some of them have space to actually get in. I find that my sewing machine has too much thickness to actually get that edge in there to sew. So obviously I have to hand stitch it every time. Now enjoy the rest of the video and be excited for the big reveal at the end. Thanks for watching, Fuzzbutts. I plan to upload new content every fortnight, so please subscribe and ring that bell. And don't forget to absolutely obliterate that like button. Check out my website and Twitter in the description for all of my latest fursuit projects.